wouldn't it be great to be able to end it? Well, Vladimir Putin says he's willing to. He's willing to. He'd work out a negotiated settlement today, but he doesn't see it as being in the cards. Let's take a listen to this.
So I just want to make sure I'm not misunderstanding what you're saying. I don't think that I am. I think you're saying you want a negotiated settlement to what's happening in Ukraine.
Right. And we made it. We prepared a huge document in Istanbul that was initialed by the head of the Ukrainian delegation. He affixed his signature to some of the provisions, not to all of it. He put his signature, and then he himself said, we were ready to sign it and the war would have been over long ago, 18 months ago. However, Prime Minister Johnson came, talked us out of it, and we missed that chance. Well, you missed it, you made a mistake. Let them get back to that, that is all. Why do we have to bother ourselves and correct somebody else's mistakes? I know one can say it is our mistake. It was us who intensified the situation and decided to put an end to the war that started in 2014 in Donbass, as I have already said, by means of weapons. Let me get back to furthering history. I already told...
He loves history. It's very interesting. Do you guys know Katie McFarland? She's a wonderful lady. She's been on this show, and she used to be a frequent guest on my Fox program. And KT, I'll tell you, so much of what I've learned actually about Putin comes from KT, who was a protege of Henry Kissinger's. So it's like coming full circle, right? Henry Kissinger, who just passed away, who was very much a realist on the international stage, on the global front. And KT had said to me years ago, I can remember, what a student of history Vladimir Putin is. And that came through in that interview. I mean, Tucker talks about it. He loves history, loves it, and is rooted in it in a way that, you know, we should be. Every great leader, I think, if you want to have that patriotic pride, should really be steeped in history and enjoy it, revel in it, as Putin very much does. I'll tell you this, too. I mean, KT said he's very smart. She mentioned he's got a big ego, but he's very, very, very smart and very calculating. And that's pretty clear. In that interview, if you watch it in its entirety, and you can get it on Tucker's website, that comes across. I mean, he is a smart dude. Whether you like him or hate him or are totally indifferent, he's a smart guy. I mean, I can't say the same for Joe Biden, but you know what? Hey, we're not all created equal. Joe Biden is our president, and I am an American patriot, and I love America. But I will say that this is presenting a side of a leader that I do think is more challenging than perhaps we sometimes give him credit for being in the West.